I cannot wait to show you guys this set next week. It's happening next week.
It's happening next week. It's happening next week.
It will. It better. I might be in jail for murder. You can get in and out of jail real fast. You know
What's
that?
it like?
I mean,
You know, murder someone.
if they can't pin it on you, you're good.
Hey, don't get. We have a different. We have chairs.
We
That's
do have
right.
chairs.
We are one step closer
Don't gang up
to our
on
new
Chad,
set.
even though he got me hyped and then immediately let me down again.
Yeah, Chad's not a hype man. He's a letdown man.
Oh.
That's what he is now. He's a
Although
letdown
these
man.
chairs
I was
are a
tricked.
pretty cool upgrade. They have one feature that our old chairs couldn't do.
Well, spinning.
They swivel.
Man,
Yeah, look at that.
oh my God.
So who'd you have to kill to get swiveling chairs?
I didn't have to kill anyone for that.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome out to the Death Battle cast. We are the cast and crew of Death Battle. I'm Ben, I play Wiz.
I'm Sam. I write a couple of them.
I'm Tori, and we're still on the same set.
And I'm Chad. I play Boomstick, and I am so close to getting this new set here.
And a quick shout out to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring this episode. Thank you very much, guys. We'll have something special to tell you about later on in the show, involving what a deal you can get with them. I'm blah, 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 blah. That kind of thing. You know how this goes. You know how this goes.
Real strong there. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Real strong.
I'm not a salesman. I'm here to talk about Death Battle.
Set should be here next week. Just want to say.
No, this
I'll
is
just get
great.
it out right now.
Are you gonna make?
I like the way it is right now.
Look, I wanted it to be like the sets, like most of the rest. It's right there. But like I wanted to roll out with our new graphics, and also like marketing wanted to give it a second to promote. It was coming down to the wire, and everyone was gonna have enough time.
This is my new banner.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Looking great. You should not have been given swivel capabilities. I'm just gonna say that now.
You approved all of these.
You definitely did.
That's it.
You're
Like,
use them for evil.
You had a chance.
yeah.
You had a chance to stop
see?
this, Chad.
well, I'm sorry. I
we're
thought I was on a podcast with adults. Fine.
chance to stop
We're
all
all just turning around. No one
Oh, we can
see.
literally turn our backs on them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's great. No, yeah, finish what you were saying.
Yeah,
Turn
what's
this way,
up,
Ben.
Ben?
How's it going, guys?
Set'll be here next week.
All right, so how about that new Death Battle? That's
It's all
coming
new
out pretty soon that
assets.
You're
Yeah,
working on.
It's looking pretty cool.
We still
yeah.
need to hear them. We just turn our backs on them.
Yeah.
Marketing's gonna
We're
talk
good,
about it. People will be happy.
Anyways, what are we supposed to talk about besides Chad whining over there?
Well,
I'm not. You're the one who's whining. I'm trying to tell him it'll be here next week.
we just released a brand new DBX with Lara Croft versus Jill Valentine from Resident Evil. This is actually a matchup that I've seen requested a lot over the years, so I'm interested to see what you guys think of it. And maybe if you guys like it enough, we could turn it into a death battle down the
Who
line.
knows?
Well, we'll see.
Also, do you hear how like Torian sounded so surprised, like he hadn't been working with the animator on it?
You're
Well,
in charge of this stuff.
I'm not.
Well, you finished it like 4 weeks ago, and then it's like a thing where it's like
Sure.
it'll come out soon, and you don't know exactly.
Also,
when it's
like
coming
the
out. Like
release
you pass
schedule.
off to Austin on releases, and it's just
Yeah.
like once it's all done.
Yeah, I don't like when
Yeah.
things go up. It surprises me still.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh snap, that went up today.
We talk about it in the office.
There's a schedule.
Your
He
desk
doesn't
is
hear it.
like-
He has the headphones on.
True. You
Yeah.
listen to music all
Yeah.
the time.
I have the head. I can't hear anything.
We could be yelling a foot from him, and he will not hear it. You have to go get into his vision, and then he always is like
What $300
why'd you do
headphones
that?
get
You know, and it's like, 'cause we can't get a hold of you.
I've had to like kind of put caution into my approach every time I come up to talk to you, because otherwise you kind of freak out a bit whenever I like tap you on the shoulder or whatever.
The headphones get you.
Oh, I have fun. I sneak up on him. You can ask him. Like, I'll just do things now where like slide in with my chair.
I've developed
Slowly
this sense
come
of
in through the
feeling
side.
when people are near me.
You got that kinesthetic.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
No, you really
No,
don't.
I do. I just choose to ignore you.
Oh shit! And I'm the one
that's
trying to be
what I
nice
do.
here.
I ignore all.
It's
the
like,
time.
I know someone's behind me, but I'm going to use the headphones as an excuse to not interact with them.
Wow. What a dick.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you're a dick.
That's what headphones are in an office place. Like I have mine on all day, every day.
A
I
symbol
never
of
listen
fuck
to
off, leave me
music.
alone.
Like,
Is that what that means all the time?
And then you have
I
the
just want
headphone
them
gestures.
to have one extra step to actually like be
Yeah.
like. That way, if it's not that important, they'll be like, I don't want to bother them.
You have the headphone gestures
You hear
too.
everything. Even though you have noise canceling headphones. You always put one ear off a little bit.
Like I said, I almost never listen to music. I just keep the headphones on so people don't approach me.
There you go. And then you got to do you got a couple headphone deterrent methods, right? So someone comes up to you, you take the one ear off, as in
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hear what you have to say,
And see if it's
but I'm
important
not gonna
enough.
keep engaging
Yeah,
with you.
if it's important enough to take the other ear
If
off.
all the headphones come off, then I'll engage with you.
Yeah.
If none of the
Also,
headphones come off, I'm not gonna engage.
You can use, if there's a lull in the conversation, you put the headphone back on
Put it
like it
back
was
on.
like conversation over.
That's like the rudest
the
thing
lull.
I've ever
Not
seen.
really.
No,
You know,
only
you're
if
talking to
there's-
somebody
We're all
and they just
working.
look you in the eyes and put the headphones back on.
There's a lull in the
Yeah.
conversation. When it goes quiet from him, you go, oh, okay.
Yep, you hit them with the okay, headphones back on. Oh, well, I guess the conversation was over. I'm just gonna leave.
Is he gonna be he's gonna be rude for being a diligent worker now?
No, it's if in the middle of a conversation.
Or at
you do
work.
that.
You should assume you're always working, even though we're watching stupid stuff on the TV. Always working. Watching Pokemon earlier?
I know.
Working.
You,
What?
you're like shoutcasting. You're like, watch this guy Reynolds get bodied.
While he was wearing headphones.
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Yeah.
It was good.
The point is, though, we got to watch occasional how other people animate fights, so we have an
Yeah.
idea on how to animate them.
But I have my
Come on.
headphones on, so don't bother me while
This
I'm watching
guy-
Pokemon.
But actually,
It's literally our like a large part of our job, and you're like,
yeah, Chad.
Making
Wow.
shit up.
Why can't you just let people have headphones on? Clearly.
Yeah, I'm the worst.
and watch Pokemon.
God, it
Watch
sure does
Pokemon.
suck having me.
Well, I did want to kind of bring up how Torian has been in charge of DBX for a while. So if a matchup comes out that you don't like, blame him.
His fault.
It's his fault now, not mine.
Wow, I was okay. So I was.
Please
like,
don't stop sending me angry messages on Twitter.
I was ready to give Austin props because he does a lot of the heavy lifting because I'm super busy. But then you said a bad thing. So I don't want.
What?
Because you were like, if you don't like the DBX, then go to. Why was I boomstick just now?
Oh,
If you-
yes.
If you don't like the DBX, then come to me. But I was gonna say, Austin.
But if
is
you like the DBX, you go to Austin.
Yes, thank you.
That's how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
Because he
Well.
probably made it better.
No, but to clearly state this, if we weren't public about this before, to give Ben a chance to work on kind of maybe the next thing we might be doing,
And his secret clown business.
and then also to give Torian, like Torian's our lead 3D animator, and he's got a lead title. We wanted to be able to work with our animators more closely, and so we moved DBX over to Torian and Austin. So. Torian's working with our animators for DBX because honestly, like Torian is a fantastic animator. We've talked about it so many times.
Hey, he's okay.
I'm all right.
And when he's not, putting his headphones on and ignoring people and bitching about stuff.
Only way shit gets done.
But yeah, we wanted to put him in the scenario to talk with our freelance animators and to kind of get a little bit closer and be able to interact more often and share ideas and things like that. And then Austin, because Torian is very, very busy with Death Battle, Austin is helping kind of wrangling, like making sure like, hey, Torian, they want to do this matchup. What do you think about that? Oh, that'd be sick. Cool, have them do that. Austin's like, great, I will have them do that. Hey, here's the first cut of the animation. Torian, what do you think? Oh, have them change this.
Torian
this.
looks like he's having so much fun doing this.
Dope, yeah.
I because it's like, I feel like Austin's doing so much of the work.
That's what Austin does.
Yep.
That's what.
Yeah.
He's
That's why
helping
we
out.
have an Austin. I remember
Yeah.
when Austin got
I
hired, and I
know.
was like, it was back when Craig was, in charge of everything. I was like, I guarantee Austin will outwork you every day, and he did. Although that wasn't a high bar, to be honest.
Because I feel like because he'll an animation will come in, and he's like, hey man, you got time to go with this animation? Sure. And I just do what I do. Like this is like already what I do, and I'm like, change this, change that, change that. Austin has to interact with these people, crush their dreams, make their dreams come true. Like
You
all
still
this other
communicate
stuff.
with them though.
Yeah.
Well, you're the director, but
Right.
he is
I send them to Austin,
producer and assistant director, and he
Yeah.
helps communicate with
Sure.
them. Austin's kind of like our super secret weapon. He basically has a hand in every single thing that goes
Yep.
on with Screw Attack in some way, shape, or form, helping make it work, helping make it happen, helping make it look
He's the
good.
magic dust.
The magic.
The
stuff.
magic.
He's the secret stuff from Space Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except if it were real.
He's almost like.
It was
and I
real
might
to those
get straight.
cartoons.
Austin might be our Scottie Pippen.
Oh yeah.
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 There you go.
And then I wasn't here last week, unfortunately.
I know. I'm so bummed because we set up the community death battle.
Oh yeah, it was one that I was really.
It was like Ben has been talking about Mechagodzilla versus Dragonzord for so long, and then he couldn't be here. He was
I
sick.
totally forgot about that.
I know. Dude. I haven't
Shit.
figured it out. Last
Who
week.
won that? Big man in the.
Oh, let me tell you who won that.
Yes.
It was.
I won it.
I voted for Mechagodzilla.
Right.
Noel. No. Who,
Noel
was
and Nick
Sam
were on.
Yeah. So
No,
Nick also voted for Mechagodzilla. Noelle, I believe, voted for Dragon Sword.
I
and
was
then here's the
supposed to
best
be
part.
on Noelle subbed for me. Like we.
Guess who Torian voted for?
King Kong? I don't know.
No.
Stupid. I'm sure.
Pretty close. A guy who was supersized a la when Shaq fought Godzilla in a suit that looked like the Dragon Sword.
Well, it's like Dragons or armor, is what I was saying.
Okay.
Did Shaq fight Godzilla?
And that's why it always.
Yeah, in the
Charles Barkley.
Charles
Oh,
Barkley.
Charles Barkley. You're right. You're right. Not Shaq.
Yeah.
I guess you're gonna have to go watch that episode for that to make any sense, because that doesn't make any sense to me. But
Makes sense.
Mechagodzilla
so we've got
won
a
because of
community death battle.
There it
There it
to
is.
Get to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, look at those
I was
shoes.
like Shaq.
That is not a legal move.
So you thought Charles Barkley would win? While dressed up as
No.
Sorry. Anyway, moving on.
That's
'cause I don't-
essentially it. No, you're right.
I don't wanna- I
That's
don't
what he
wanna-
was going for.
Jump into that. We got plenty to cover. We got to talk about the death battle that was announced and a community death battle.
Yep.
So first things first, the community death battle that you guys decided on last week was Mr. Fantastic versus Elastigirl? I
Yes.
think?
Yes.
Okay.
Who is the stretchiest?
Interesting.
Torian really wanted the feminine wiles aspect in there.
Okay. Okay.
You did. You said like that's why.
I know.
So every week we come up with a death battle idea and we throw it out to you guys, and you can reach out to us through Twitter using the hashtag DeathBattleCast to let us know who you think would win and why. And let's bring up the first set of answers. I think this is
How much
Elastigirl
fanfic do you think there is?
This is
fantastic.
Oh, there's probably a
Oh,
ton.
like,
Um,
man,
no,
we
this is
gotta-
like just
We're
shit.
gonna have to go to
Yeah.
Rule
So-
34 later.
Marcus Ian Terry says Elastigirl wins. She shielded her kids from a missile, turned into a parachute to get them to safety, then turned into a boat for several hours to reach shore before she was exhausted. Reed got exhausted shielding the team from a grenade. Interesting. We might be cherry picking that one though, because I'm sure Richards has done something way more ridiculous.
Maybe.
And then Felipe Ray, I don't know that much about Mr. Fantastic, so I'll just say stuff about Elastigirl. Her suit is virtually indestructible, so that's going to be a problem for him. She's pretty fast, as shown in the fight against the Omnidroid, true, and she's also accurate.
Yeah, the suit is pretty much
That's right. They
indestructible.
shoot missiles at those suits.
No capes!
There is
I think that
something
big-
now moving into Mr. Fantastic though, because he has a little bit of the Batman aspect where he's like he likes to plan a lot.
Well, I was going to kind of get into the brains versus brawn
Yeah,
aspect
yeah.
of this, but let's go ahead and bring up the Mr. Fantastic answers first.
All right, Aaron Coggins says Mr. Fantastic would win. He's the most brilliant mind in the Marvel Universe, and even before he got powers, he was basically a more sciencey Indiana Jones. He fights Dr. Doom regularly and has an entire army of gadgets.
Armory of gadgets.
Armory, sorry. Moggy Doggy says Richards wins. If you remember from an earlier episode, Hulk survived the impact of a 150 billion ton mountain with his strength. Fantastic saved everyone else from the impact by absorbing it and was only knocked out. Elastigirl's durability lies in her suit, but she was still knocked out by missiles. While Elastigirl is strong enough to throw manhole covers and knock people out with one punch, Reed can restrain the Thing and the Hulk. Also, he can form weapons. It's pretty much impervious to piercing damage, fights Dr. Doom regularly, and is also smarter. I don't think Elastigirl can do much against an anti-Galactus suit. I guess not all rubber bands are equal. Reed's power is more fantastic with the 4 in there. Fan-4-stick. To say Elastigirl would win would be really stretching it. Oh, man.
This guy.
God, just
Solid. Yeah.
cram those
Pretty
puns
good.
in there.
Man,
Pretty good.
I forgot she threw a manhole cover. That was awesome.
Yeah, when she slings it, that
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
really cool.
All right. So I think it's pretty obvious that Reed is going to have the strategy and brains advantage. But in terms of durability, strength, speed, that might be up for debate.
Well, what's really interesting is the inconsistencies, right? And like I figured that right when he's like, "Oh, Reed like could barely take that grenade," and I'm like, "Yeah, there's gonna be something more ridiculous." And then sure enough, right here, it's like, "Oh, the whole mountain thing that you know that oh he protected everybody from that." So
I don't remember that being part of the situation because
I don't either.
I know the Hulk lifting the 150 billion ton mountain, but I don't remember Reed being involved in actually absorbing all of that. I don't know.
Yeah, how does
Reed
that
panel.
look? Like, did he just become the size of a mountain? Like, how did that play
No,
out?
because
the limit
Hulk
on his
catches.
stretch?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's
Right.
the maximum stretchiness?
yeah, can you go around the whole planet?
No, absolutely not. But it can't be. I can't be that long. I don't know. I don't know.
That's what we really need to decide. Who can stretch
the most.
furthest?
Have a stretchy battle?
See, and this is the thing that I found interesting when we talked about this, is that we haven't done a character like that. Like
what?
just a stretch character.
Because they're weird.
They are right, exactly. And like, what are we gonna do when we tackle that subject?
When a lot of them are like, God, it pissed me off because half of them have like rubber properties. Where
Yeah,
they're
they
like,
bounce.
Oh, we're
Luffy.
immune to lightning, like,
Yep.
and it's like, yeah, it's stupid, like.
So rubber
But-
isn't that stretchy.
Yeah, I know. Thank
Rubber-
you. It's just bouncy.
Yeah.
It's not that stretchy. Like it's weird.
Yeah.
That they, it's dumb.
I don't know. I don't know much about it, but it sounds like fantastic. As much as I like.
Sounds like your
I'm
vote is
voting.
for fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not throwing.
Not fantastic as a descriptor.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with.
But Elastigirl's way
Elastigirl.
doper. She's
Yeah.
also only got one movie, right? There's no like shorts or anything.
There's gonna be a second movie.
Yeah, there's
a
gonna be a
short,
second one.
but I don't know if she does anything in it.
Yeah, and that's the thing where it's like, you got a guy with
Tons of comic history.
55,
and, yeah.
60 years of comic history, probably.
One of the original Marvel.
Yeah.
heroes.
Yep.
So
Ones that really took
ages.
off.
In 60 something years, he's gonna have done some really silly shit.
Yeah.
Compared to this one time she had 2 hours on screen. Like, it's just kind of that's how.
Not
it works.
even 2 hours on screen.
The
Yeah.
thing about her shapeshifting into a boat and then being able to, because she was pushed by her son
Yep.
while Violet was sitting on her back.
Yep.
And they were in the ocean for 2 hours and she was fine. And that was after surviving an explosion, the exploding airplane. Like that kind of makes me sort of rethink like how this might play out, because if
What are you
she's
gonna
that
do to her?
tough,
Yeah.
if she's that tough, and her suit is already like pretty much indestructible, it's not like he's going to be able to really get past that.
Yeah. He himself can't punch like a bomb. You
Like
know?
physical
maybe
force
he
is
can't.
pretty much out the window.
Well, that's
You
the
know,
thing.
like you can't really
Well,
punch him in the face.
In Reed Richards, as far as I know, doesn't typically carry a bunch of gadgets with him.
No, but I could imagine.
Like, I'm sure he has, for instance, a gadget that shrinks Godzilla, and then he throws Godzilla back in time. So, like, the man has gadgets.
sure.
But he doesn't, like, carry them. Like, if it was a death battle scenario, we wouldn't
He
be
doesn't
like,
have, like, a
yeah, he's
utility
got his
belt.
Godzilla shrinking ray on him,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
there's no
sure.
reason he would.
I don't know if he'd necessarily need gadgets to build up enough force to actually hurt her, though, because, given his brain and his abilities,
Yeah.
he might come up with some kind of strategy where he can, like, bounce his fist around, building up enough momentum to finally hit with enough momentum to knock her out.
Turn himself into a triple.
Is
J.
it?
But then the last girl would just like go straight for him and knock him out.
No.
She could knock him out. Like
Quick question.
No, but-
Wasn't there a scene in The Incredibles, the movie, where like she's having to hold something together and she's like, it's really, really hard for her? She's like, feels like she's like strained at like max. Isn't she trying to hold something? And like, she's like, oh, I'm trying. Like, it's like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really tough.
is it the RV? Do they split the RV apart? And trying to keep the RV together?
She does something with the RV when they're, like, coming back. She's
Something
like
like
a
that.
parachute.
She's a
for it.
parachute.
Yeah.
She might have been at her max stretchiness. So that might be what we need to actually measure.
You are just, like, adamant that we calculate the maximum
I want to know.
stretchiness.
And we'll bring Stretch Armstrong into this too.
There's a new Netflix series, Stretch
Really?
Armstrong.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
What
It
he
keeps
got
showing
going
up on my
on?
timeline. I don't know. I guess there's a bunch of them now.
What,
He's got,
did
like,
he
the
ever have a
Fantastic
story?
14.
And let me get their arms are just stretchy, right?
I think their whole body is stretchy.
Okay, that
At
makes
least in
sense.
this new thing. It just looks like
Stretch Armstrong,
Fantastic Four
it
was
wasn't
just
just his
Mr.
arms. It was his
Fantastic.
whole-
Yeah,
it always-
what's he gonna do with that?
what does Mr. Fantastic do
yeah.
with it? What
He's
is
he is the smartest person in the world.
Yeah,
Like he'll figure
feel
some
like
shit. Stretch Armstrong just doesn't really seem that bright to me. Maybe I'm just I'm projecting on the man, but
It's just
I've
probably
never
like
seen him in a lab coat.
It's probably like a goofy
Sorry.
kids action cartoon.
Sorry. Not that I've never seen him perform some ridiculous feat of science or brain power. Never seen him in a lab coat, which, as you know, makes people smarter.
exactly.
Think of the smart people in the Marvel universe. They all got lab
True.
coats on.
Doc Ock,
Tony
Except
Stark.
for
Tony Stark,
Dr.
At
Doom doesn't wear
T'Challa.
a lab coat.
Right.
T'Challa.
Dr. Doom often wears lab
he
coats.
Did,
I've seen him
he
in-
did before
did.
the accident.
but then he got smarter. And
I've
did
seen
he
him
like
with his-
graduate
no.
from lab coat status to green cloak status? Is that the
I've
next
seen
step?
him in green cloak and lab coat.
Okay.
What, really?
Yeah. Sometimes.
He's just doing experiments. Gotta do
I
it.
do think it's funny though that
Safety.
Mr.
He still
has the
Fantastic,
cape.
Mr. Fantastic is his
That's
power
a sterile thing. So.
is stretchiness and all that, but like he's more well known for just being super smart, which isn't even a superpower.
Well,
there
'cause
are
he
other
does-
characters with super smartness as their superpower, and he's smarter than them.
Yeah.
And that's not a power. Like I don't really understand.
He's a real good scientist.
It's because he can stretch his brain.
I'm gonna go.
No, it's not.
There's probably some comic that talks
probably
about
is.
that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that,
gonna
that
go with
his
Elastigirl.
power affects his brain and makes it
It can
able to
expand.
expand internally to hold more information or something like that. I'm sure.
I'm gonna.
Elastigirl. I feel like she can
I'ma
just straight
say-
up kick his ass.
All right, I'm gonna say Mr.
Like,
Fantastic
just
for right now.
Kick his ass.
Mr. Fantastic, Elastigirl, Sam.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
All right, sorry, Torian.
He's gonna be
You're
thinking
never
of
on the
all,
winning side of
He's
these
gonna be
things.
thinking of all these strategies and super smart. And she's just gonna flat out kick his ass. Like, bam, right in the face.
I mean,
Argument is over though.
I don't think
Lost.
genius level.
I don't think-
because genius level intelligence doesn't always translate to combat prowessness.
But it does for him. He's
Does
a
it?
superhero. He goes into combat all the time.
Yeah, but like, there are like way better fighters that are much dumber than him, or not as smart. Not as smart.
Maybe. But that doesn't necessarily
I think
mean
What are they
Taskmaster
gonna
can
do
kick
to him?
his ass.
Elastigirl's gonna beat him.
think
I mean,
Elastigirl
there's
can
like,
kick his
yeah,
ass.
somebody like Wonder Woman who is like a pinnacle fighter. Yeah, would probably. Well, also she's got a sword that cuts atoms individually, so that doesn't matter.
yeah.
even fist to fist, she would most likely beat somebody like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
But Elastigirl isn't anywhere near that kind of level.
I don't think you have to be. Batman isn't. And Batman wins a lot of fights.
I think Batman.
Oh, you want to give him prep time? How do you think that'll go for
No. We
Elastigirl?
just fisticuffs. Oh, no, not Elastigirl. Like Batman against Mr. Fantastic.
How have we gotten here?
Well, no, because it's a point. It's like it's. But
Fisticuffs.
Batman is also equally on a super genius level, and
Is he?
he knows every violent art ever.
Batman versus Mr. Fantastic in a game of chess.
Actually,
we
this
are.
is a great way to transition to the new death battle that's coming out,
Oh yeah.
which we announced last week. Black Panther versus Batman.
Yay.
Yeah.
Prize. Yay. We can
Yeah.
talk about that a little bit, unless you want to do the ad read first.
I was totally going to segue and say, hey, speaking of being smart, you can change your whole lifestyle
Oh snap!
in an intelligent way by switching over to Dollar Shave Club for all your needs. Listen, you guys have heard us talk about Dollar Shave Club and their razors, especially their Dr. Carver's shave butter. You know, it's the stuff that goes on clear. We've covered this. If you haven't gotten that yet,
We've
you're
covered
really-
it and his face with it.
Yes, and
on stream.
We have. You're really missing out if you guys aren't a part of it. So I'm here to tell you that I'm never giving up my membership, and in fact, I'm adding more Dollar Shave Club products to my daily routine. So not only do they make those amazing razors, but they make products for your hair, face, skin, shower, everything you need. And they have us looking and feeling amazing, right, guys? I mean, look at this. Wide shot,
None
please.
of them.
Wide
None
shot.
of us have shaved recently, but I do use a dollar
Ben,
shave.
Ben did. Look how
Okay.
smooth Ben's face is.
Yeah.
All right. I'm doing all right.
I
amazing.
have
Oh,
one
I'm waiting
at
for
home.
Fan Art on that.
Like that's my go-to razor, but I obviously don't shave that much. Like I'm a twice a month shaver.
But it's okay
It
because
is
there's
Dollar
plenty of
Shave
other
Club.
products too. It's all their
tell me
own
more.
original stuff. So they use the finest premium ingredients and they deliver it to you just like they do their razors. That means no more annoying trips to the store, cruising up and down aisles, looking at shelf upon shelf, being like, what the hell is that? What do I do with that? So we use Dollar Shave Club for almost everything. Razors, body cleanser, hair gel, and yes, butt wipes. It will change your world. Don't be a skeptic.
Did it change
Just give
your
it a
world?
shot. Oh yeah. DSC has you covered head to toe. Now's a great time to give Dollar Shave Club a try. You can get your first month of their best razor along with travel-sized versions of shave butter, body cleanser, and even butt wipes for just $5. After that, replacement cartridges ship for just a few bucks a month. It's the DSC starter set, so get yours for just $5 exclusively at dollarshaveclub.com/cast. That's dollarshaveclub.com/cast. Yeah.
All right.
I gotta-
Yeah, I do have a
Go
smooth,
check it out.
smooth face.
I
Thank
know.
you for noticing.
I got a
Dude,
question.
Appreciate it.
What?
Thank you, Dollar Shave Club, too.
Do Do you think butt wipes are going to eventually overtake traditional toilet paper?
They should.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are way
Although
better.
I do
So
hear.
you go to the grocery store or you go to Walmart or whatever, and you see all the very different big things of toilet paper. Do you think that's all going to be different and it's going to
No,
be?
there'll be people that they get stuck
I
in their
hear
ways.
though
Yeah.
the brands because people are arrogant and they flush the non-flushable ones.
I was just
and
about to say, it used to be you couldn't flush them.
That has become an issue in our sewers.
Yeah, I mean there will be that aspect, but
But that's just because they're flushing the
it's
non-flushable.
way
Yeah,
more
yeah,
practical.
Practical.
Practical. I don't know what the fuck.
Practical
Practical.
to use the butt wipes.
that
It
like
makes
a-
sense.
way better.
I've been on this train for years.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm getting there.
Have you ever wiped your butt until it bleeds with a wipe? Nope. Have you ever done that with toilet paper? It can happen.
Wow.
What?
Wow, how hard are you wiping?
What are you doing with your toilet
Oh my
paper?
God.
I
Oh,
refuse
what?
to believe that no one else has
He
experienced
was using
that.
like the cheapest when they thought like,
Oh
oh, buy
my God.
cheap toilet paper, like sandpaper. He just bought some
Yeah,
sandpaper.
out of all of my.
Sam was on board. He was nodding along, like,
all
yeah, I've
my-
done that. And he just turncoated me so fast.
Out of all my
Check, check.
20
Yeah, look at that shit.
years of life.
I was about to just like camaraderie it.
I know.
And
He was
then
like,
I
oh, wait, never mind.
nah.
Pitchforks? Let's burn him.
Yeah.
Out of all my
I jumped on
28
pitchforks.
years of life, I've never wiped my butt so hard it bled.
Maybe
Yeah, I
though,
can't say I've done that either.
you might not be wiping hard enough. If you have butt wipes, you'll have neither problem.
Okay, well.
I guess.
Well, if I didn't have a
Sure.
reason now,
You'll never have to worry. That's the security. You'll never have to worry about that.
I'm in
Now
between.
You know it's
I'm in a
thing.
transitional period. So we'll see how it works out.
Okay.
Okay.
It's good.
Thanks, Dollar Shave Club.
All right, with Dollar Shave Club, you never have to worry about your butt bleeding or not wiping enough. So that's pretty handy, I guess.
No.
You know, I'm just gonna put this out here, because this is the worst part about this job. I think is because you can't not think of like, where are correlations? And I think I have personally seen a correlation that includes butt wipes coming into prominence in our society, and people and rappers eating ass. I'm saying
Oh no.
probably
Oh, it makes
a link
sense.
between these two
It
things.
makes sense.
As anal hygiene
It
has
makes
gone
sense.
up, so has
As the need for, you know.
I don't think it's a need. I think it's
No,
a
well,
consequence
not the need.
of
Like, well,
hygiene.
the increase in popularity,
Consequence?
the increase of popularity
No.
of eating ass increases. We need better ways
Yeah,
for
we do.
hygiene.
Of course.
So that's the rise of the butt wipes.
Sure.
It can only be better for all.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
their point.
That's all I have said.
Really, it can only be better.
Can only be better for man. That's like some real deep stuff.
It can be.
Sam asking all the hard questions or figuring them out.
Depends on what you
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Batman versus Black Panther.
I almost spit my drink out.
They both have.
This is something I've been spending more time on.
Speaking
than
of
my,
eating ass,
correlations. It was a fun fight to work on. I'm already done working on it, but I did do the work.
Who's richer?
he's the
Who's
writer
rich?
of the episode.
Who's more?
You wouldn't be able to tell by the way he
Who's more
speaks, but he.
Neither one has a realistic income cap.
Okay.
No, but they
Like,
have
I
been.
would
They have
assume-
been. Forbes has done calculations on
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
And there is a
But his always
supposed-
changes.
Sure, but there's
Like-
also a supposed. There was something about his the vibranium mound in Wakanda can be calculated to a certain worth. I think it's
Does he
like
own
$10
that?
billion or something like that. Yeah, he owns.
I
everything
think it's
that's
probably
covered on it.
well
Yeah.
more than $10 billion.
We covered it in the episode. I don't know. It's been a while since we voiced this, but
And also the thing is, like, you can say Bruce Wayne is so rich, and then you make something like the Justice Buster, which he claims the processor in that cost more than the world's military budget.
which is
Trillions of dollars.
yeah.
So, like, I'm going to go with Bruce Wayne on that
Why
one.
does it cost that much?
It's a real good processor.
Okay. Right. Is it made of
Like
fucking
it's probably
energy?
the
Life
onboard
energy?
processor's graphics processor could probably beat out.
Oh man,
dedicated
Fortnite look
GPU.
great in it.
Yeah.
It has to be run on in a whole nother universe. He's got to go over to Marvel and get Tony Stark's arc reactor.
Yeah.
Who's,
He's also got like micro red suns in his glove and shit. Like it's like, I mean, he got money, okay?
who is so
It's not
is Black Panther the richest comic book hero?
No, I just said Bruce
just
Wayne
said
was
Batman.
most likely richer. But like, I mean,
How can he be richer than
T'Challa
someone who owns a
the
country?
nation,
Like a nation.
so
He
it's
could
hard to
own a
say.
country, but it's because
Black Panther is the king of a secret, super technological country that's ahead of everybody else in terms of their science and
Yeah.
pretty much everything.
In that technology, he could sell, yada yada yada.
But that doesn't necessarily make him more wealthy than everybody else. The country in itself is wealthy because of vibranium. It's
Yeah.
like one of, if not the rarest material on Earth in the Marvel Universe. But
pretty goddamn useful.
they have to use some of it for themselves as well. They can't sell it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
making a suit out of it.
Yeah. Or
They have a
anything
lot
that
of
they
uses
use
for
it
it,
for.
but
Somehow they never run out, even though there's a very fine limit, apparently.
Is Tony more rich than Black Panther?
that's something I would guess yes, but I don't actually know the answer to it. They talk about it sometimes. It's once again, it's like I think Tony probably has more liquid wealth,
Sure.
but if Black Panther wanted to start selling hunks of land and
And Wakanda.
technological secrets and stuff like that, then yeah, he could probably beat him in a money war.
Okay, so from top to bottom, is it Black Panther, Batman,
This isn't what he was researching.
Batman, Tony, no. Yeah, Batman, Tony, Black Panther, Iron Fist.
What?
Why is Iron?
Why is Iron Fist
Because he's
there?
rich.
He's not
Okay.
even in there.
You know,
Okay.
this sounds like
I mean,
sounds like a
also,
great desk of death battle.
like
Who's the
Steve
richest female
McQueen-
character? Or sorry, God.
What?
Richest-
What's going on
What
on
is
this
happening?
show?
Didn't
I was
we-
on
well,
off topic for hours
didn't
drinking.
we
I wanna know-
already do that?
You want to know who's stretchier? You want to know who's richer?
Richest
I don't know. You don't
fictional
wanna know
characters were.
You wanna know-
I was
but
just trying to give answers. Yeah, I was trying to figure out the correlation between anal hygiene and
That's
eating
right.
ass. But
So what do I want to know? I need to figure that one out.
Yeah, because isn't Iron Fist rich?
well, his parents were, yeah, but so is Steve McQueen and
Steve McQueen from Cars?
No, Green Arrow.
No,
Green
wait.
Arrow.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking
Steve
Lightning
McQueen.
McQueen. My bad.
Yeah, I know. What's
Steve
from
McQueen?
Cars.
what's Green Arrow's name again?
Lightning
Oliver.
McQueen?
Oliver Quinn.
Lightning
That's
McQueen is
what
the
I
He
guy.
said Steve
Yeah,
McQueen.
Steve McQueen's the actor.
Yeah.
And Oliver Queen is a guy who got stranded on an
And then
island
there's the
became
Queen
Robin
of England.
He was so
Who would win in a battle to the death?
Here's my favorite part. He was so sure. Steve McQueen
It just
from
seems
Cars.
like if you're gonna give that car a first name, it would be Steve.
That's the joke. That's the whole play on his name. It's Steve. All right.
Anyway, Batman versus
There
Black Panther.
are a lot of rich people.
Okay.
We're excited for this to be the first episode of season 5. We got a bunch of awesome episodes planned. We hope you agree once the whole season comes out. But there was actually a question I saw on Twitter that I thought might be good to kind of touch on. That kind of relates to starting up a new season, and that comes from Ishma Biggle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he asks, when and who reviews all the Death Battle submissions you receive, and how do you determine what is a good matchup for an upcoming season? Because we've talked about how we've gone through submissions. We have this form, a Google Doc, that anybody can go to. It's linked on underneath every single Death Battle episode. You can go to it and submit any kind of matchup that you think would make a good Death Battle. And at the beginning of every season and throughout the season, we take a look at what's being requested and pull some matchups from it.
Yep.
I think out of the episodes we have planned right now for season 5, 95% of them come from the top 10% of those of those requests.
Yeah.
We're hitting a lot of the really highly requested matchups this year.
Yep.
Which should be cool. But yeah, we
But in terms of who looks at it, we all look at it, and then we all talk about it. Usually, we'll make we'll set a meeting. And we're like, what are we gonna do this year in Death
Yeah,
Battle?
and sometimes we'll do a minor bit of preliminary research just to make sure it's not gonna be boring. Like, you know.
We always do that to some
Yeah.
extent, depending
Just-
on what kind of match.
Yeah. So sometimes we already just know enough about both characters. We're like, oh, that will be fun. And then sometimes like, that's highly requested, and we know nothing about these two people. You know,
Or like,
so-
oh, that sounds really great. And then upon further research, oh my God.
Well, like
that's not even close.
Black Panther versus Batman is one of those matchups which we've seen before. It's been requested a lot over the years. We've seen it before. We've always known that it would make a cool matchup. It was all about finding the right time to do it. And of course, we've already done 2 other episodes with Batman, although the last one was 3 years ago. That was actually Nick's first death battle that he
I
ever
remember.
worked on. It was a long time ago. That was the first death battle that I didn't write.
Yep.
Like out of all of them. So it was ages ago. But even though it's been a while, or since it's been a while, we feel like it's this is the proper time to bring Batman back. And of course, the Black Panther movie's coming out. It's perfect.
Yeah, it
make
makes
it
sense.
happen.
And like honestly, like I saw some comments when we announced it. It was like, really, Batman again? And like this is what people want to see. Like there were some other like potential matchup. Like why don't we see Black Panther fight this person or this person? Not even close to the amount of requests that we receive. Like the
Also-
vast majority of people want to know this answer, and that's what
Yeah.
we want to present them. So
And
yes, we
also,
use
for
Batman a couple
whoever's
of
like,
times.
Batman again, it's the goddamn Batman. Yeah, he's awesome. Like,
Well, we've
I mean,
actually, like, I was looking through our season 4 episodes, going into this season. We kind of held off on a lot of Marvel versus DC matchups last year. There was quite a few of them near the end, but for a long time we were focusing on like video games and anime and stuff like that. There was only one in the first half, which was Venom versus Bane, which was one of those matchups that was kind of the exact opposite. When I first saw it being requested, I thought,
No.
I don't know if anybody wants to watch this.
Hulk Doomsday.
That was the year before that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
I know they all kind of blend together at this point.
Right.
We're gonna.
that was quick.
You've been here a while, man.
One of the highlights for this year is we're gonna reach episode 100,
Yep.
which is
Are we
crazy.
really?
Yeah.
About halfway through this year, we're gonna get episode 100.
Jesus.
So we've been doing this for a long time.
Wow.
8 years.
Do we already
almost.
know what our 100th episode is? You know which one that is? Like, obviously you can't say it, but like, is
Maybe.
it a pretty spicy
No,
one?
tell me right now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, clearly we know it's like episode 100, but I don't. Did we plan for that? For it to be a spicy one?
Maybe.
Okay.
And I'll be like, is it? And then it goes to the outro. That'd be great.
All right, that's the end of the Death Metal cast.
Yep. Well, better suggest a community death battle. What do we got, Ben?
Good.
Wait, no, come back. Okay. Quickly, we need to set our community death battle using the hashtag DeathBattleCast. Submit your answers for what do we want?
Oh, I was just joking about it.
I'm not.
We could just. Okay. Sure. Fine.
It's time.
All right. Well,
Quick.
I actually have been pulling some suggestions from that suggestion form I
doc,
mentioned.
yeah.
Oh,
in the
cool.
doc. And the one I'm pulling for this week is from London Bulware, and he recommends Nightwing versus Winter Soldier. Another Marvel versus.
That's pretty dope. I
solid.
like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I feel like. Oh yeah, definitely a good matchup. Considering all of us are like, well,
I mean, I think the
wait.
Winter Soldier would just punch him.
with the metal arm. That's Knew that was
Is
gonna
that
be.
your answer for
That's
every
it.
community?
He's got a metal arm. Just hit him
Are
with
we
it.
assuming it's the Tim Drake Nightwing, right? Or no, it's Tim Drake Red Hood.
Tim Drake is Red Robin.
Red Robin.
Nightwing is primarily just Dick Grayson.
Yep.
Just, okay, Nightwing is the Dick Grayson one, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
original.
Dick Grayson versus Bucky.
There's
what's his last
too
name? I
many
don't remember his last name.
Batman accomplices. I've got a just random
Barnes.
complaint.
Bucky
We've got,
Barnes, yeah.
Got it.
too many Batman friends.
Well, you've been doing all this Batman research.
Yeah,
You were
in
talking
the
about, I
new,
think, 2
in
episodes
New
ago.
52, like all 4 of them are hanging out because he's got Damian, Dick, Tim, and the new one. It's not Lucius Fox. That's his business manager. I can't remember his name.
Fox's son.
Yeah. And
And that's not including Jason and
Batgirl, Barb Gordon.
what's the girl from Dark Knight
There's the
Rises?
new
Not
Batgirl
Dark Knight
too.
Rises,
I
Dark
can't
Knight
remember
Rises.
new Batgirl's name.
Man, for this to be a secret,
But there's
a
too
lot
many.
of people know and actively participate.
Yo, there's a
Like,
there's
who's Batman?
legit-
Yeah.
There's a
Like-
panel in New 52 where they're at like what is essentially like this weird McDonald's thing, but they're doing like superhero themed food, so they're like getting Joker fries and like Bruce Wayne's all not happy about it, and they're all there as like Bruce Wayne and like they're not alter egos, and they're just talking about it in a fucking fast food restaurant. Like they don't give a shit about secrecy. It's insane.
Like,
I don't think it's a mystery in the comics anymore. Like, really.
Well, it's kind of funny because like in the comics too, Catwoman brings like because they're inviting people to their wedding and stuff, and they're like, what about, you know, Clark Kent? He's kind of like your best friend. And he's like, yeah, but he won't come, and like, you know, it's just like weird and stuff. And then he doesn't want her to know Superman's identity. Sure. And then she's like, but then people find identity, and she's just like, really, the reporter that always reports on fucking Superman who looks just like Superman? It's not that big of a secret. Like, I find secret jewels, I know who Superman is. And you're like, all right, yeah, that's
also,
fair. Like,
for Batman specifically, there was a point, I think it was before New 52, where he just came out and said, hey, I fund all of Batman's gadgets. Bruce Wayne, fund all of Batman's gadgets. And I'm going to sponsor Batman Incorporated. And so he runs Batman Incorporated, and then Batman, you know,
they'll never
has this thing around the world with all these other Batman like heroes.
Yeah.
And it's like nobody will ever expect that I'm Batman, Bruce Wayne.
All it's like sidekicks
well,
are
they
like
do some shit
young
where
adults too.
They put like, there's some times where Alfred has his own bat suit to be a decoy and stuff.
Superman does it all the time too.
Yeah,
They're decoy Batman, which is totally not something that could ever be, you know, seen through.
Too many teenagers.
Nobody's ever gonna guess that they have a decoy Batman.
They can't keep a secret.
Perfect.
So anyway, Nightwing versus who?
The Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
yeah.
That's what it
Punch
was.
him.
Captain
He's just gonna
America.
Walk right up to him.
Yeah, why not?
Bow. Punch him.
Superman.
Punch.
Nightwing versus Winter Soldier.
Makes
Use
sense.
that hashtag Death Battle Cast. Submit who you think would win. We love it when you guys bring specific examples, especially if there's some like, you know, some research, some math behind it.
Why did they give him
Get
that
a kick
arm?
out of it.
Because he lost
Because he
it.
lost it.
Yeah, but like, why give him the special arm?
You know what? Maybe that's something that they can tell you next week.
All right.
Yeah. Also, just tell Torian why he got an arm.
Yeah, that could be good. Do you want a metal arm?
He shoots guns. He don't even use it.
That's a silly
Yeah, he does.
question.
Do you want a metal arm?
If they were
Yes.
like, hey, you can have the Winter Soldier's arm, I'd be like, take it, cut it off. Like,
Sam's talked about this forever.
I
He
would already be sawing my own arm off.
his arm is like perfect. He's got no loss of mobility. He's just got a baller ass arm that can like deflect bullets and shit. Yeah.
Heavy metal arm.
Yep.
Yeah.
It-
It's like one of the more cool replacement arms. Everybody else replacement arm sucks, or it's too big, or it's like impractical. His is like just like perfectly ripped to the rest of his body. And
So
it's
what happens
gone.
if the rest of his body gets kind of schlubby, but he still has this like muscular?
That's his own fault. You gotta keep it up.
It's so it's motivation to
Every
keep going to the
day
gym.
he looks down at his good arm and is like, I used to be
Does
like
he
you.
have to? Wait, does like he actually have to go to the gym? Doesn't he have the same? Winter Soldier
Well,
has the
I
same
guess I'm
super
more
serum
associating
as Captain America, right?
I'm more associating it if
Rick,
you guys
what,
had
really?
his metal arm.
I thought he did.
I don't think so.
What are you saying?
I don't.
he's
I
got
know
a-
like
he's got
nothing
a
about
variant
it.
of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because Captain America doesn't have to go to the gym, does he?
No.
Like I don't know.
Does.
Well,
No, he
like
doesn't.
Yes, they do. Yes,
well,
they
he would just. They could just
came
give him a
out the
little
thing
boost.
with
Yeah.
muscles.
Well, yeah, but he's not in the thing
Why would that
constantly.
go away?
got to make those muscles better, man.
And he does by beating ass like every day. If you're saving the world on a
but
regular,
not.
You can
eating
have some
ass.
cocktails
Yeah.
after and not worry about your weight.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Death Metal Cast. We will see you guys
They should be selling that.
next week. Hopefully with this new
Super
set.
Like muscle retention.
it will be here.
Oh yeah.
Goodbye.
No, I'm not.
Bye.
No, not hype. We'll see. Trick me once.
Look at Ben's slow
Just let
turn.
him fade out.
There he goes. Almost there. We're gonna get there.
Are they still not?
No.
Nope. You're still going. Ah!
Oh, okay, bye.
There you go.